So turn the headset on. It will light blue, and it'll start to pair. And the way that you'll see it is the two red lights turn on, and that's good. So the first person to try, let's borrow one person. Just sit down. Yeah.
Okay.
And your name is? Okay. You type in your name, please. Oh, Rebecca. Oh. So every new person, we need to create a user profile for them because everyone is different. So what you do is you put this in here, put it on Rebecca, and there's a specific way that you put it on her head, right? So this sits just above her ear here, and these two sensors that should be behind her ear, these ones are behind the ear, and this is just on the ear. And then this one, you want to tilt it forward a little bit so that these two are about 3 from the eyebrow, like this. Okay, and then that's good. So you kind of tilt it forward, so it's like that. And now, the two most important sensors are these ones. These ones, you need to press these down until they turn green. And you'll see when they turn green, that's the sign that everything else will start to come together. If this doesn't turn green, you won't. Yeah. So as you can see, once we get those greens, the others start to come on, right? And then you can tell that there are positions that is not lighting up. You can see that there's a few here that's not really showing yet. So you just press on those, like this one, and this one, and this one, and you just want to kind of wiggle it in a little bit.
You have a strong head. Almost.
If it keeps in the yellow line?
Yellow is okay, is acceptable, but red is not ideal, right? So black is even better than red. So you just want to kind of hold it in place. And you don't need the whole thing to be green to work. So even if someone is like this, it will still work because it's fine. So this is how we say for example, we say, okay, we'll just leave Rebecca like this with a bad part of that selection. And more likely than not, if you have a chance to, if it stays for a little while longer on her head, it might still turn green later because if something is yellow, after a little while it'll settle better and it'll still turn green. So I think that one is okay. We'll just leave it like that. So what you'll do now is you will show them the template, which is the second one. Okay, so we start with this to make sure we have all the green. Then now we can see this. So as you can see, this F8 here. This one here is the most noisy one, which is this little guy here. So now, and you can full screen this. So now what you're seeing is a real live trace from Rebecca's brain, and this is her brain wave. So these are the neurons inside her brain firing up, and we're very quickly able to get this signal. Normally, if you're in a hospital, it would take you 1 hour to get this signal, but now it only takes a few minutes for us to put the headset on, for us to get a reading of your brain straight away. So this is what we're seeing now. And researchers who have access to this signal can build algorithms based on just recording the EEG, right? So you can look at epilepsy, you can look at Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. You can identify different neurological conditions by studying what is going on in the brain. So that's the first thing that we show. So you've got 2 already. First we start with that, then you go to this, right? And then what I want to show after that is brain activity map. So this one here shows you what's going on in different regions of the brain from a frequency standpoint. So red means there's a lot of activity in this part of the brain, the frontal part of the brain right now, and then it's gone. And it will change a lot. It will change depending on what you're doing, what you're thinking, different activities, right? Delta will not change unless you are either daydreaming, like not like falling asleep, sort of like almost falling asleep, daydreaming, or if you are kind of like sleeping. Like, so if you are drowsy, like say you were driving and you're so tired, then you'll get, if you get lots of red in this, that means that you should not be driving. You should be going home and sleeping now. You know, someone else should be driving. So if you're drowsy or if you are sleeping, you'll see activity in this domain, but when you're awake, nothing will happen. It stays like this and it's normal. These, on the other hand, theta is usually associated with a daydreaming state, but also high creativity. So a lot of creative people will generally have more theta content because they, you know, they're daydreaming, but they're also thinking, dreaming, sort of like ideas. So this theta is generally associated with that. Beta is mentally, cognitively engaged and active. So if you were trying to compute hard math sums and things like that, you'll see more activity in the beta range. Alpha is relaxation. So if you feel more relaxed, but if you can meditate and zone out, it should go all blue. So it's harder to get to that point, but the idea is you need to go like a deep blue. And some people who meditate a lot, they can get to like that sort of color, but like everywhere, like completely blue. So that's the brain activity map. And you can have another way to view that with this. This is just a 3D form of the map. So here you can rotate the head around and focus on particular regions of the brain. So say, for example, you're looking at, you know, the impact of sound, for example. Then you might want to look at the right part of the brain, and you might turn this around on the other part as well, right? So you can look at how this temporal lobe is actually behaving. Or if you're trying to look at what the person is, how the front part of their brain is going, then you might turn it around, and you can basically, you know, go into advanced mode and look at specifically at particular regions and focus into that area as well. So that's just and then you can also see like where the sensors are located on the head as well. So that's just another way to view the same sort of idea, except it's 3D, and you should be able to zoom in and out. I don't know. On the Mac, I can zoom in and out on this. So this one is okay. So now let's try to move some stuff with your mind. So after showing them what's going on in their brain, you can do that. So you go to the cognitive suite. There's 3 detection suites and a mouse emulator as well. So if you move your head, you'll see that this moves, right? So that's just basically, you can activate it and move the mouse, and then you can assign, say for example, clenching your teeth. See if you can clench your teeth. Yes. So you clench your teeth like you did before. You can assign that. You can then assign that to like a right or left button click, right? So say for example, when you clench your teeth, it will basically right click, left click. So say for example, if you were clench teeth.
No, well, that's it.
Yes, you got it. Yeah, that's it. Clench, and so like this. And then if you were to clench your teeth, it should then, is it left click? It's mouse left, right? Mm-hmm. Try again. It is mouse left. I don't know. What am I doing here? Then mouse click, left button, double button, right button. What's that? Left button, right? It's left button? Yeah. And what about that? Is greater than. Yeah.
Y eso es el primer día.
Sí. Maybe with another thing, like display. Well, it should. Let's see. Alright, that's weird. you can try right button. So let's see. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So see if you can right flint. Huh, that's weird because I'm recognizing it, but it's not doing it. Okay, so what have we done there? There you go. Oh, okay, stop my dear. So basically this, you can basically do that to try different things, right? Okay, so now, let's try moving stuff with your mind. I'm going to kill this. Come on, key. Apply. Okay, there we go, because the blinking was just out of control. Alright. Alright, so cognitive. So unlike the other sections where you're just adjusting sliders here to make them more sensitive or less sensitive, this one is you need to train the system. So you start first by training a neutral, and this is what you have to run through for the customer as well as for the subject. So the first thing you do is you clear your mind and you just relax and chill out and don't close your eyes. You just want to open, but just be yourself and but not thinking anything in particular. Because if you close your eyes, you'll see a big burst of alpha activity and it's not as good. So okay, so now let's choose an action that you can imagine with your mind. Cool. Pull. Okay. Oh, she's I'm sorry. She's like selecting stuff. Alright, cool. Okay. So now, what I want to do is you want to imagine pulling the cube towards you. The first time nothing happens, you'll see a progress bar scroll across. You want to maintain that thought the whole time, okay? So ready, set, go. Okay, so once you accept that, you can try to pull, and you want to imagine the cube slowly moving towards you. And it's not going to be easy, but you can try. And if it's still too hard, we'll train it one more time. Can you pull? No? Too hard? Okay. So one more. So this time, when you show the system again, if it recognizes that you're pulling, it will move, so don't be startled by it. Same thing, you want to maintain the thought the whole time, okay? Ready, set, go.
Use the force loop. Breathe.
Keep holding. Okay, so now you can try to pull again. It should be a little bit easier. Yeah, good job.
Oh!
Yeah, very good job. So that's basically a short demo, what you will let the person use, right? And then you can also show them some games. So here is just some very quick examples. And I'm going to run through all of them so you know what you can show, and then you can decide. Right, so this is just a simple avatar. And you can move, you can like turn your head left and right, and hopefully it moves. It's not moving. Let's see. Gyro. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. So you can kind of control the avatar a little bit with your thing, right? And then to get out of this, I think you just go Control Exit, and then you get back into this, and then you can just close this guy. I don't know how to close it otherwise. And then, so that's just a really simple one, where you're just moving this character around. This, on the other hand, is a game, which is longer. And here, instead of being in the cube environment, here it's integrated into the game fantasy. So you're basically a student of this mountain place, right? You're visiting the mountain, and you're learning the ancient art of moving things with your mind. And so it's called Spirit Mountain. And basically, there's three things that you're using in this. One is your emotional response. So your emotions will drive the color of the sky. So the more excited you are, the more orange it's going to be, and the more calm you are, the more green the sky is going to be. Then you also use facial expression, so you'll need to learn how to clench your teeth. And you, in this case, you're actually using a combination of the keyboard and mouse plus the headset to control stuff in the game. And the camera control is just this. So these are the interaction points. So see these spirits? They're mischievous. So the idea is you have to scare them by clenching your teeth and growling at them. Good job.
No, there is supposed to be some sound. Oh yeah, it is on. I can kind of hear. Where is the sound? Here. That?
Okay, good. That would be. Okay, good job. So you can scare them away, and you notice that the sky kind of turned a brighter color because you're more excited. So that's what happens. And you'll see that as you're calm through, like when you're trying to focus your mental energy, you'll end up, the sky might be greener. So here, you see the master, and you want to begin training. So here you press B. Welcome to training. Here you'll learn to list objects with your mind. And first of all, clear your mind. Think about nothing at all. And just hang out. So here you're just hanging out, and you explain to the person, just hang out, be yourself. And then the next thing that the master's going to do is he's going to actually show you what it looks like to lift the rock with your mind. So this gives you a mental idea how the rock looks when you lift it with your mind. And when he tells you to, imagine the rock rising to the air, but the first time nothing happens again. So begin now. Try and keep lifting and keep imagining it lifting. And nothing will happen, but just keep imagining that it will rise. Just imagine that visual cue. Yeah, that's right. So he says, you show great potential, but you have to continue to train and try and keep your thoughts consistent. So he's going to test you now. Again, try and lift the rock and hold it. Very good. So now you did well, so you're ready to proceed. So follow the spirit guide. Very good. So now, when you get to the bridge, you can see that the bridge is broken, right? So now imagine lifting and hold. Good job. Good job. So once you've lifted the bridge, then you go, and you know, as you can see, the game is longer, so you can't give everyone a chance to play the game, but at least, you know, there's an option to do that. So from this spot that the founding grandmaster of this temple actually put this mountain to trap all the mischievous spirits. So every new student has to lift this rock in honor of the great master. So now try and lift the rock with your mind. Keep lifting. Good job. Because what's happening is your power is really strong. So you're lifting the mountain. So try and lift again. Yeah, you are lifting it. Just harder. Lift. So you want to keep holding the lift for as long as you can. Cause the idea is you're going to release those spirits. Good job. So now there you are. So the story is that your power is so amazing that you lift the mountain and you unleash those spirits, and now they're going to give you trouble as you go through the world. And so now, and I'll show you one more thing that you can do, which is learn. This is pulling. So here, so basically the idea is with the game, you continue to add more and more skills as you go through. So here you'll learn to pull objects towards you, and the master again shows you what it looks like to pull the tree. And then when he says, so, you want to focus all the mental energy and pull the tree towards you. And the first time nothing will happen, so don't worry, just keep pulling. Okay, you show great potential, so you have to show to him that you can do it. So keep the thoughts consistent.
Okay, now try falling.
Yeah, very good. So good job. So basically that's how it goes, and then you go through the world and do a whole bunch of other things, like scaring spirits and doing stuff. But if you were to show someone the game, that's all you can show them because it's already quite long. And then here's the last thing that you can show. So this game is there's no keyboard and mouse. It's just flying through the world with the headset. And this game was developed for kids. So